This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
What it do, y'all? We back.
Hey guys,
It's 2024.
it's a new year. Welcome back to the Weed and Girls podcast.
In a
By
new
the way.
year.
I'm that girl Mel,
And I'm Annabelle.
and we back. 2024. We done made it through a whole week.
I was gonna say now. You getting a little carried away.
We done made it through a whole
We
week
did.
of 2024. How was y'all's first week? How was your first week?
Regular.
You know, I was sitting on the couch and I was like, is something supposed to feel different?
Not until we really get into it and get the year going.
Yeah.
I did start off the year trying to well, it wasn't even because it was a new year. I've been trying to do better about being more organized and doing things that pop into my brain as soon as they pop up.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And trying to wake up earlier. Ooh, we're still working on that and being on time.
We're going to get it together.
We're going to get it together.
Still got the rest of the year.
I think because I know I don't have to go to work until later, that I don't go to bed till later. And then when I still have to get up
but you still got to get
to the gym and get her to school, but I don't know. I be thinking I can go to bed at 1 o'clock and get up at 6.
Please.
I can't.
I be in the bed. My nightly routine is I get off of work. First of all, I realized that we only spend a few hours awake at home daily. Like if you get home, we get home, what? 8:30, 9 sometimes. By the time you get home, maybe eat some dinner or something, try to watch a little something on TV, catch up on your notifications on your phone. It's time to go to bed. And then you wake up and do it all over again. So I come home. Anything that I need to do, I do as soon as I get home. Because once I sit down,
it's a wrap.
It's over.
Once I sit down and start scrolling,
it's over.
It's a wrap.
I might try to watch something on TV. I'm probably catching up on notifications because if it's a real busy day at work, I ain't seen none of them. Then I'll get sleepy. I'll be falling asleep on the couch almost every night.
I'll be ready to get in bed about 9:30, but I just lay her and I'll be up watching TV. That's probably why some people don't have TVs in their room.
I don't even watch TV in my room because I don't get in the bed until I'm ready to go to sleep. I watch my TV in the living room. If I have a TV in my bedroom, but if I turn it on, it's literally just I literally will watch 1 or 2 tutorials on YouTube before I go to bed. It's usually a nail tutorial or makeup. And then I fall asleep. And then I wake up and do it all over again.
Yeah, I think by the time I get home, get both of us together, figure out. I be trying to get my clothes together and figure out when I work. I'm not doing that. Because I might change my mind when I wake up in the morning. But I'm going to get everything else done. Look, meal prep saves me a whole lot.
Yes. You ain't got to go home
just slap it in the lunchbox.
I usually will lay out my workout clothes. I'm probably not laying out my work clothes, but I'll usually lay out my workout clothes the night before. And that saves me a little time in the morning. But I really am trying to get to the gym. I'm trying to get back to my 5 a.m.
It's too cold right now.
It's so cold. And I don't be wanting to be up that early when it's cold. So right now I'm between 7 and 7:30.
But I feel so good when I go earlier. But it's too cold. try me in the summertime.
Yeah. So last week I woke up a little earlier, and I got there around like 6:30. So I'm trying to like inch my way back. But long as you getting your workout in, that's really all that matters.
Shed and shred.
Period. How y'all been doing? So y'all know we started a shed and shred challenge. No alcohol for the month of January. How y'all been doing? The ones who have joined. And the ones that are thinking about it, just come on and hop on. It's not too late.
Personal prize.
Personal. Like we said, we ain't got no money for y'all. Ain't no prize. The prize is whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Personal.
Period. And listen, when I tell you now, I had did a program for this last 6 weeks, and of course I, had a few drinks, but still, like the recomp, I was like, okay, now this is what they be talking about.
The what?
Recomp. So it's get rid of fat and build muscle.
Okay.
So like in that one picture, I was heavier. Yeah.
She stays short in the world.
That's what people say. I can literally go to my message.
They probably do. I just ain't never heard it.
But anyway, so I'm excited for this 6 weeks because y'all, every time I do a program keeps me on track.
So you ain't got to go into the gym and try to figure out what you're going to do.
I'm not a figure it out. I am a figure it out type of person. But in the gym, I'm not a figure it out. Just, I need to already be ready. But it's next 6 weeks. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Got to get right by April. Now, this time, I'm like, we got to get right by a certain time.
Period.
But
I added an extra upper body day in. So instead of doing HIIT, I did upper body because I was like, that one upper body, I be craving like an extra one. So I had like traded that in for upper body day, and I did chest. I was so hyped at how strong I have gotten.
What week are you on?
I'm on 5 now. Like this week will be 5. But just seeing how strong I've got, like trying to do the weights that I was doing before and how light they were, I was like,
I picked up some 20s. Meal. I was like, these are too light. But I was doing the dumbbell snatches. And some days I feel like M20s can feel a little heavier than others. But I was like,
it depends on what phase you're in of your cycle, I've learned.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too.
If you're in your is it luteal phase? I think so. Like right before you're supposed to come on, you don't feel as strong. Because I was in the gym one day, and I had gotten so frustrated with myself because I was like, right, I said, what is going on? Like, this is typically like a day I look forward to in the gym. And I could not do what I was used to doing. And then Mika Capo, do you follow her? She's a midwife here in Louisville. She had wrote me and she was like, if you're in that phase, then that's probably why. And I looked on my flow app and I was like,
so yeah, true. It takes a lot to be a woman.
It sure do.
It's so much.
It's a lot, but I love it here.
Yeah. First, are you guys following us? I think you should.
I think you should too.
And you should go subscribe.
You should do that too.
We are on YouTube at We Them Girls Podcasts and on IG and TikTok at We Them Girls Pod. So go follow us.
Y'all been doing it.
Y'all been doing good. I'm proud.
It's still some of y'all that's y'all on the fence for some reason.
I don't know what y'all waiting
on. People just don't be hitting the button. Like, we'll watch everything.
So what's that mean when y'all do it? Like,
I don't know, because I realized like on YouTube, don't y'all do this, but I'm talking about myself. I realized on YouTube that it's a lot of people that I thought I was subscribed to that I've just been watching their content. And, the algorithm will continue to show you their content because you're continuously watching it. And then I'll go to their page and I'll be like, oh, I'm not subscribed.
So then it unsubscribes you too, because you know how like, I think it was a thing a long time ago. Well, like you could be following somebody on Instagram or something, and then like you go ghost on their page or something.
Like, right? Because what does it mean when they shadow ban somebody?
Yeah, and
like
then
they
it's
just
like
stop showing their content or something.
I don't know. But yeah, some people that I have been subscribed to, if I like click on it from Instagram or something, it'll say I'm not subscribed, which I don't know. Maybe I'm not logged in or something. I don't know. But it's weird.
Either way it go. Y'all press that subscribe button and that follow button.
Right
Please.
now.
Look, I'm the nice one.
She started off real aggressive, then talking about some please.
Because if you say please, it softens it a little bit.
Now. If you know me, you know I'm joking. Don't take me all serious.
Anything you want to free yourself from?
No. I don't have none today. I had a good old nap.
Meanwhile, over here fighting for my life.
I was wondering why you said you needed a Red Bull.
Girl, tired.
I forgot.
Just because you got you a little nap in.
I had to. When the kids sleep.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Look, we got our water.
Drinking my water, staying hydrated.
Oh, I had some more almonds, y'all don't mind. My little snack.
She wasn't sharing with me.
I only had 2 left.
Don't pull no snacks out in front of me if you ain't gonna share.
I only had 2 left, y'all.
But I just the only thing I want to free myself from is now y'all can finally rest and quit harassing that girl, Hallie. Because, yes, we all know she was pregnant, but she didn't feel like telling y'all. And that's her business.
That's her business.
So congratulations to her and DDG.
Halo.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is cute.
I seen somebody had posted, because in her comment or whatever, she was like, "The world is so desperate to meet you," or something like that. And some girl was like, she had quoted it and said, "Such a nasty comment," or something like that. I was like, how's it nasty when y'all been harassing that girl her entire pregnancy? She can tell y'all whatever she wants to tell y'all about her life. Because they was like, I mean, how you get on Snapchat and y'all share everything about y'all's life, but you don't want to share this? Because it's her business. She can share whatever she wants to. Just because I decide to let you into a certain portion of my life does not mean that I'm obligated to share the rest of it. So I think it's pretty dope, honestly. It's pretty lit that she hid her in
for 9 months.
What?
It's kind of easy to do. For some people want to be seen though. But
the fact that you on red carpets, logically, we like, oh, she's wearing bigger clothes, she's wearing poofier dresses, she's doing,
face. You couldn't tell at all.
You couldn't tell,
like with her outfits. Like when she made the comment about her nose.
I feel like we could tell only because her style just completely switched up and everything was oversized. But the fact that it wasn't like overtly visual, I thought that was pretty dope. Like the fact that you just pop out with a baby. Why not? Pop out with your baby, pop out with your husband, pop out with your new business. Don't say nothing to nobody. I think it's pretty dope because I feel like the world just feels entitled to your business.
Y'all don't gotta know nothing.
Y'all ain't gotta know nothing. If I don't want to tell y'all nothing, I ain't.
What about Katt?
Y'all, why that man get on that man's podcast and act up like that?
Y'all, when my eyes got all big, I said, oh, he's straight out the gate.
First of all, I saw the clips and I was like, let me go watch the full episode. And typically when somebody comes on, you got to watch for a little while before they build up to the foolishness.
Out the gate.
That man sat down, Shannon gave his intro, and he said, well, let me tell you why I'm here. And went in.
He threw up words.
I said, now how Tyler Perry get in this? You done threw when I say everybody, you should have felt honored that, or just thankful that he didn't mention your name. Because that man named everybody.
I was in the room screaming by myself.
He said that man was a fat Faison lie.
I'm about to start using that because you a fat Faison.
He said Earthquake couldn't read. Why you telling me business like a He said that he had everybody thinking that he had a fresh lineup, and the whole time it was a man unit. Hey, when I found out it was a man unit, I was a little upset.
Because
I thought he had, like,
it was Chris.
I thought he had a barber just on call, like, in the dressing room for every
Because
episode.
most of them do.
Right. So it wasn't far-fetched to think that it could stay that fresh, but it was a man unit the whole time.
So you just go in the dressing room and plop it on.
So I wonder if he was, like, all the way bald like he is now. Because if so, you are dead. You a fat Faison lie. You really walking around like you really bald.
Hey, I was in there.
But
And
for
Shannon couldn't say
years,
nothing.
Shannon was like,
He didn't
what
know
have
what
I
to do. I think
gotten
that's what.
myself into?
And then to hear him cackle, I was like, hey.
I watched, I forgot what her name is, but she was like, did Shannon not realize that Katt Williams just like called him ugly when he was talking about
The big nose?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, since when did women start liking big noses and wide jawlines? I was like,
but we don't like skinny mouse-looking men either.
Katt, I'm not choosing you.
You look like the cat that you talking about.
Jonathan Majors.
Or over Shannon.
Or over Shannon. Because I happen to think that Shannon is a handsome guy. Now,
when he holler, I went and got my teeth fixed just like you did. I said, now why you have to put his business out?
He threw everybody in there.
Why you have to talk about that?
He said, well, while I'm talking about everybody else, you sitting here. I might as well.
I was in there dead. I'm probably going to watch it again. He did. He likes to party.
And you got to tell him no.
Oh, man. Y'all, I was in there weak.
Y'all, Katt Williams, I believed a lot of what he said.
Yeah, for sure. Besides the 3,000 books.
It was the stuff about himself and his childhood and upbringing and his personal life where I was like, now be for real.
You done read 3,000 books in a year?
You got accepted into college at 7 or 8 years.
I feel like that can't happen for some children.
He didn't. We're not finna sit up here. You not finna get us to believe everything that you saying about these comedians and then want to turn around and lie about your own life. No, sir. If you're gonna get on here and tell the truth, then you need to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay?
Oh,
and he didn't.
I'm dead.
But yeah, if y'all ain't seen, which I'm sure y'all have, go and watch Katt Williams on Club Shay podcast. Cause
I was entertained.
I was thoroughly entertained.
I seen something before when I was scrolling not too long ago. Said they gonna cut Shannon a big old check for them views.
Shannon done got so much money off that day.
It's like 30 million views or something in 3 days.
And they done sold out his cognac.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
I want to try it too because he said it was smooth.
After January. But I want to try it.
Well, it's sold out anyway.
I know. We can't get it till after whenever they restock. He said they're going to try to restock it like next week. I said, oh, Shannon got money.
But he sounds cheap.
He is cheap.
Yeah, he sounds cheap. And he brushes his teeth 7 times a day.
Why are you doing it? His gums are probably...
well, he's got veneers. Porcelain veneers.
What that mean about his gums?
I know.
His gums ain't veneers.
I know, but I wonder what kind of toothbrush he uses.
Probably electric. It's electric. That's excessive.
Yeah, 7.
And you got veneers. Why are you brushing veneers 7 times a day? That's a lot. But yeah, he's cheap. He wants to go 50-50 with a woman. I don't know that he outright said that, but he did ask Kirk Franklin. But he did ask Kirk Franklin how he felt about going 50-50 with a woman.
What he say? You I'm gonna tell her no.
Oh, because Kirk Franklin was like, when he asked him, where do you think is the best place to go on a first date? And Kirk was like, I think the best place to go is wherever, or is to ask her where she wants to go. He said, no. But, I don't know. Shannon is still single, so whatever he's doing is likely not working. Just because he's very anal about a whole lot of stuff.
I mean, but he's keeping it real too. So you either gonna take it or you gonna leave it.
Yeah, a lot of people leaving it though. Yeah. But yeah, Shannon Sharp's podcast has definitely crept into one of my favorites. just because.
Because I was like, it's something that I don't like about that man.
What was it?
I don't know what it is. But I like to hear him cackle. And I'll probably end up watching the show.
Mm-hmm. I like
Maybe I just didn't know who he was or
was.
whatever. But after watching that, I was like,
yeah.
And he sounds like Big Unc at the barbecue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I like he sounds relatable.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's why people like going on his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So,
he says it's a safe space to tell the truth.
That's what he said. He said he ain't no journalist. Now, don't be expecting him to have certain type of interviews. I'm gonna just let y'all get on here and do what Katt did. But yeah, that was very entertaining.
I'm gonna watch it again.
But today, guys, we wanted to talk a little something about coming into your power as a woman. Because I think that's the space and the season that we in now. Like coming to that realization. Knowing your power as a woman and actually like really sitting in that. What do you think that even means to you?
Because I was thinking about something else. Ask the question again. I'm sorry, because I was thinking about because I was gonna say something completely different because I was reading this.
No, I was gonna say, what does it mean to you to come into your power as a woman?
I would say for me, I think everything like started to click once I like, you know how they tell you like about your 20s, 30s, 40s. I think it started to like click in my 30s. It wasn't all the way there, like especially like the confidence and
like when you turn 30.
Huh?
Like once you turn 30.
Because I feel like you still have to build that confidence and self-esteem. You don't know who you are until you get to a certain point. I feel like I'm getting to that point of not caring what somebody thinks or going by what somebody else says or having to do what somebody else is doing. And for a long time, I felt like I had to, what they call it, imposter syndrome, do what everybody else is doing or follow what somebody else is doing. And I don't. And it took me a long time to get there because I just didn't have I don't know how I'm trying to put that, but it took for me to get into my 30s to even realize. Yeah, my bad.
Are you good? I'll just be listening and following what you're saying.
But yeah, it just, you gotta get into that confidence and self-esteem. Sometimes it just comes at a later time than.
I think you gotta go through.
You have to go through stuff. Yeah.
I think some people are just born with a natural confidence and just energy about them. But even if we see that about them, they might not, or they might see something different. But I think for me, it definitely took me going through some things. And like you said, once I got to 30, I don't know what that is. Because people said it was going to happen.
Because I felt it leading up to 30.
Yeah, like 29, I was so excited leading up to 30. Like, I was extremely excited. I know some people, like, get into a funk and get stressed and all of that. I was extremely excited. And once 30 got here, I was like, you can't tell me nothing. But I still didn't, I don't think that I knew my power as a woman until
that control.
Literally the end of 2023. 2023. And I think it for me, it took for me to see myself the way that God sees me, and not placing my just view of who I am based off of how other people treat me, talk to me, view me. any of that. Like, none of that matters. Like, at this point, it's like, that don't got nothing to do with me. That's all you. God sees me this way. And so I believe what God says. And so it took for me to let go of certain people, certain things, and realizing that I'm just worth so much more.
I think too, like, it came for me when I became a mom. Because it was like it was building up. And when I think about it and look back from before having her, like getting into the gym, I feel like when you start doing all that, that helps build that confidence. But then it was like, and I always knew, like, I'm that girl. But it was like kind of rocky.
Yeah.
Like, okay, am I really that girl?
Like, you like logically know that.
Yeah.
But then it's like really internalizing that.
Yeah.
It's two totally different things.
So once I think, and even after having her, because you go through the postpartum and all that, so then you down again on how you feeling. But it was like, nah, like, I'm her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's dope to see. I'm glad I'm at a point of confidence and self-esteem that I feel like can't nobody break it down.
Yeah.
Nobody. And on this spiritual journey with God, like, can't nobody break it down. Period.
I think that is like the biggest component of it.
And he's still working on me.
100%.
But you can't break me down. For me to, when I was talking about on the last episode, for me to get out on my birthday and go back walking by myself and just not having to have somebody like being around me or being with me or needing to have a guy walking around with me or hoping that he's getting me, that felt great. That was another level of confidence for me that I felt.
You know what I think is so dope? Is looking at pictures of yourself and being able to see the like mind frame and space that you were in, looking at your own pictures. Because, and some people can see a difference, but some people can't. Most people can't because they don't really know for real. But you know. And I think looking at my pictures now versus like a few years ago, I can see the difference. I can see the difference in confidence. I can see the difference in joy. I can see just the difference in how I feel about myself now versus some of those other pictures. Like, it's this one picture that I always go back to, and I was in a really depressed state at that time. Other people couldn't tell because the picture's fire. But I could see in my eyes, like, just sadness. And to look at that picture versus pictures now, I'm like, we done came a long way. You look happier in your pictures now.
And the crazy thing is, I took more pictures back then when I wasn't as confident.
Same.
So that I could feel a certain level. Now, I don't even take, like, as many pictures. Like, I might get a selfie every now and again, but I don't even think I post them as much.
Nope.
Like, I don't have to.
That's
and I don't
huge
want
too.
to. Yeah.
Because it's like you're not looking for anyone or anything else to affirm you. You already know what's up. Like,
people see you walking out on the street or they encounter you, then they can feel that, you know, just in your presence. But I don't. When we go out and send me that video, send me the pictures, because I don't feel the need to have to do all the pictures and have to post them. And I mean, because y'all don't like them either way.
Period. I think we live in the moment a lot more now instead of always taking selfies and videos and stuff. Like, we're really enjoying the moment. Not saying that taking selfies and all of it says that you're not, but I just think that's the difference now, because we would take pictures and selfies and all of it just so that we could get the affirmation online. I don't need you to tell me I'm far. I already know it.
Period. You been knew it.
Never mind, because I already know the answer. I was about to say, why do y'all be instead of commenting up under the picture, want to slide in the DM and tell me how far I am?
You can put it on the picture.
Get up under the picture if you gonna
talk.
If you gonna say it, say it with your chest. Now
we not dating.
Period.
Probably won't. Just because you tell me I'm cute, don't mean nothing.
I'm a weak. But I think like one of the first steps to really knowing your power and just really coming into that is first realizing that you want more for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you like have to realize that you're worth more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that once you do that, then you'll like really want to stop putting yourself in certain positions.
Mm-hmm.
You'll want to stop entertaining certain things and people.
Facts. For sure.
That I think that was like really one of the biggest steps that I could have taken last year.
Entertaining certain stuff.
Cutting it off.
Cutting off, yeah.
Completely.
I'm glad I'm at a stage where I know how and not scared to.
Yeah. And I think, okay, testimony time. So there was this guy that I guess I gotta tell y'all because she already know. There was a guy that we had this like off and on little situation for like 7 years.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. And he was like a little older than me. So when I met him, I was very green.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why a lot of older men date younger because...
But you can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Could back then. I ain't know what was up. I was just like, ooh, girl, he's a little older than me.
He's grown.
Right. He's real grown. I kept saying that. He's a real grown. Please.
Ain't.
But no, so when we met... Oh, my gosh.
I quit. I'm done.
Y'all know I be getting pissed. But no, so we met and I was just really excited. Like, it was fun. But we never became official. Like, I was never his girlfriend. He was never my boyfriend. But there was such a strong connection. Girl, I was like so tired. It was not no. It was lust. It was mostly a sexual connection. I be telling y'all them vibes a lot to you. We vibed so, like our vibe together was lit. But effing vibes, because them vibes a lie right through that capsule. So we did that anytime. Like I would always be the one to cut it off. Because I knew what are we doing this for if we're not gonna be more than this. And so I would cut it off. I would send them long paragraph messages explaining what was up or whatever.
Y'all have.
You know? Then I would block them. Then somehow he would end up back in my life. So we would do that off and on too many times. And it was like anytime like I wasn't dating somebody else or whatever, like somehow we would end up back. But God had been telling me for so long, cut that nigga off. He probably didn't say nigga, but that's... He might have. I don't know. Me and God have a personal relationship. And he was just telling me, cut him off. Like, I have more for you. I heard it loud and clear. I have more for you. And he's told me to cut other people off, and I could. Like, the last guy I was seriously dating, he told me to cut him off, and I felt like I audibly heard him. That's how loud he told me. This is not your person. I have more for you. Like, I knew. It was so wild. Like, and I smirked when I heard it because I was like, that's wild. Because I knew it was God. And I cut him off easily. I mean,
it was never easy. For some.
In that moment, because he told me this is not your person, and that day I cut him off. Which is crazy. But I think it was a build up too. Because I think like a month prior, he had been like getting me ready. Like, this ain't
it,
yeah.
sister.
But cut him off. Other people easily. This person, why do you have such a stronghold on me? And so last year he was like, listen, I'm trying to tell you that I have more for you. I have better for you. I don't know what you holding on to this for. And I just, for some reason, couldn't let go. And so then I was like, Lord, you're going to have to do this for me. Because clearly I've tried. And it ain't worked. And then one day, God just really opened my eyes. She is really yawning. Big yawns. But this day he really completely opened my eyes to who he was. You know how when you gone off somebody, you are blinded to the person that they really are. When he opened my eyes, I was like,
if y'all knew how they were opened.
Oh, what? I was like, this who I've been going off of this whole time?
It's not that, but y'all, if she could have if y'all could have just been the fly on the wall at that moment.
And it was like, so we kicked it the day before that moment happened, and I felt nothing, which was crazy to me.
Taking it away.
Yeah. It was like, cool, we can kick it, but I felt nothing. And then, like, when he was talking and stuff, I was like, shut up. Like, I just wanted him to, like,
Do you
stop.
feel like he was talking too much?
Hush.
Yeah.
Like, hush. And then I just didn't like or agree with nothing that you was talking about. Which showed me a lot, like, y'all enjoy having sex together.
That's it.
Y'all enjoy, I mean, if we're gonna be real, y'all enjoy smashing, smoking, drinking, and laying up.
That's it. And then I want nothing.
And then you think that's the vibes that you're looking for. But in your heart, you know you want more than that.
Facts.
But you can't get more from this person, no matter how much y'all try. I don't want somebody that I have to convince to see me the way that I want them to see me. And so then the next day, it was like he completely opened my eyes to seeing who this person was. And it's so crazy because, like, not that I thought that he was taller than he was, but I saw him for... No, literally. I'm trying to walk you through, like, the way I'm processing this in the moment. I was like, he ain't even as tall as I thought he was. Not that I thought he was, like, super tall, but I guess when it's just you and him and y'all, like, just kicking it, y'all vibing or whatever. I'm only 5'1", so everybody's taller than me. But I was like...
It's so funny to me because I know the situation.
I'm going to tell y'all exactly what happened
so
as we get a little bit more removed from the situation.
And it's funny because then when she was talking about it,
I was so irritated. My friend was like, when I told him that I let him go, he was like, hey, you was so irritated. I was like, 'cause of what? And it was like one of the... So I never really brought him around my friends. Not on purpose, but we just... If we just smashing, where the friends at? You know?
Right. Not there.
Exactly. So he had came around one set of friends, and I was the road that day. So I don't even remember that situation. But then I had brought him around like my core.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you gotta.
I also think it's funny because I get flashbacks, and I just remember like how annoyed you was.
Cause in my head, I was really enjoying myself. I was like, honestly, if he don't come, I wouldn't be upset.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm really enjoying myself, and I don't want to have to like entertain and do all of it. And then what if he just don't mesh with my friends? What if he don't, vibe and all of it? And all of these friends knew who this person was because he's been in my life for that long.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to this being their first time meeting him or him being around or whatever, and it just wasn't it.
I'm Big from the Big and Lazy podcast. I got my homie
Lazy.
Fresh audio every Monday and every Tuesday we dropping
The visual.
And while you're not checking us out, check out our sisters from the network, We Them Girls podcast on anywhere you can find Apple, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere. Check us out.
They was like, I was like. And then I was like, no, I think it might have to be the last time this happened. And when I cut him, I think he was the puzzle piece. Like me cutting him off was the puzzle piece to me really stepping into my power. Because it was like, I don't know. You know when your boy got out of Infinity Stones?
What?
On Marvel. That is exactly how I felt.
Why would Brandon
don't laugh. But that is exactly how I felt.
I don't watch Marvel, y'all, so.
You ain't, I mean, people be talking about that.
It's like 30
Thanos.
Who?
Thanos.
I don't remember.
Anyways, y'all know when Thanos had got all the Infinity Stones and he felt like he had all the power at that point. It was like, oh, I powered up. Like, y'all can't do nothing with me now.
Period.
Because that was the only thing, that was the main thing the guy had been telling me to do for years.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it, like, messed with your confidence a little bit? Like
Absolutely. Because it's like, this is the person that I want to see me as his person.
Mm-hmm.
And he just won't. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm like, well, why won't he? Mm-hmm. What is it about me? Mm-hmm. Well, what if, maybe if I did this, then he'll like me more. Or maybe if I, and it's like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you.
Right.
This ain't your person. Mm-hmm. And the way that he sees you don't got nothing to do with who you are. Mm-hmm. Because if it's been 7 years and he still don't want to wife you.
Sir, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Emil, what are you doing? Because let's be real.
She get loud like it. She's being real.
This ain't who you want. I mean, I did. But after I cut him off and I saw like the situation in its entirety, I was like, what were you doing? And why were you scared to cut it off? Like, I was scared. Not of him, but I was just, for some reason, I was just like
losing that person and that connection.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was like he was familiar. Mm-hmm. I was comfortable with him. Cutting him off meant that the next person I'm gonna have to get to know somebody completely new. And that's a little like, it was scary then.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, it sounds scary.
Yeah.
But I think I'm looking forward to getting to know somebody new. Now, it ain't got to go, all the way. I mean, I ain't going to say it ain't got to go. It's going to go where it's going to go. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I'm scared because you got to get to know people.
Yeah.
So I think that's, yeah.
And if I'm being completely honest with myself, he didn't know me. Mm-hmm. Because I was never, that was the one person that I wanted to be completely vulnerable with and could not. Mm-hmm. I would get to a certain point and then completely stop. It was like there was this wall that I just would not allow myself to get past with him. And I think it's because I knew he wasn't my person.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that I wasn't going to get that vulnerability back from him. Because he knew I wasn't his person. And so it's like, I want to be able to be vulnerable with somebody. And if this is the one person that I was so gone off of and scared to let go of, and I couldn't even, like, my body and mind and everything just would not allow me to be vulnerable with him. So it was just a lot that he didn't even know about me. And I was like, for what? What am I even going to open up to you about that for?
Right.
Ain't no point.
And once you realize that, it's like, we ain't got nothing going for real.
We ain't got nothing going.
Just messing around. Wasting time.
And then it was like, I felt God saying, like, he's taking up space in your life where somebody else could be. He's taking up the space that is supposed to be who I have for you. Open that space up for somebody else. And then I was like, well, ain't nobody else even, like...
And we think that.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, he's just a placeholder right now. Like, whenever somebody else comes around, you don't need a placeholder. For what?
Keep it moving.
Yeah. And so it's like, I literally felt just all of this power, like, come to me once I let him go. Like, and I think it's because God had been telling me to do it for so long. And I finally trusted him enough. I was.
Shame.
I was being so... I was like, I heard what you're saying, God, but I got needs. You know how... you know how we do. I got needs. Everybody got needs. And this is the person that I know can fulfill them. And not the needs that actually, like, are going to sustain you.
Oh, I'm thankful. Because, girl, I be fed up. Be fed up.
Girl. So I think...
One, it was power.
Yeah, and it allowed me to see my worth. Like, girl, y'all worth so much more than this.
And I think other people know that too. Like, men and women, like, other people know that you worth so much more too. I think some people just get intimidated by that because some people may not be ready for that. They might not be in the place they need to be in to be able to deal with the power that you have, and the confidence that you have.
Or they know your worth and they know that I can't really offer her what she needs. And that is okay. Be honest with yourself. Because I'm going to be honest with myself.
Okay.
You know? Like, there have been times where I've been intimidated to entertain certain guys because I knew that the level that I was on, I didn't have enough to offer that person. So you got to be real with yourself. Like, I think that is another thing that, another component of, like, really coming into your power is, one, be honest with yourself.
You have to be.
You have to know, one, you are in control of knowing your power, accepting less than what you deserve, knowing your worth, all of that. But then you have to acknowledge what part you played in accepting less than that.
It's like, oh, he'll like me or she'll like me. And I just got to do this and this and this and this for them. And no. No.
And once you take the focus off of everybody else and place the focus back on you, once you really start to grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, once you do the work on yourself first, then you'll start to, once you start to look back at everything else and everybody else, you like,
what was I doing?
A lot of the stuff I was entertaining was foolish.
Foolery.
What were you doing?
Not the right thing. No.
Playing around. Girl.
It's too much.
It's too much. Have y'all ever just looked back at, I know we always turn it back to, like, dating and stuff, but it's a big part of our lives. as humans.
And because you let these people into your life and you go through things with them.
Yes.
And it's like, what was I doing?
What was I doing?
What was they doing here? That's why they say people come in your life for a reason in the season.
Because it's like a lot of those were lessons, for sure.
Heck yeah.
But then I'd be like, how did they even get there? Because what were you doing?
What?
Why would you be playing with yourself like that?
That confidence and that self-esteem. You didn't know your power yet.
I didn't know my power yet. Ooh.
You didn't know your power yet.
And it shows, because when you look back, you be like...
Because it like now, like, I don't even be like wanting to entertain certain stuff. Like I can look at somebody and feel like they're attractive and feel like I want to say something to them. But then I just back down because it's like, do I really want, like, they not going to. It's like you already know. They not going to.
Girl. It's like, people be like, oh, just give them a chance. For what? If we already know that this isn't going to yield anything, or it's not going to yield what you know you want for your life and what you deserve for your life and what God told you he has for your life, what is the point in playing around?
Ain't got time.
I don't want to do it no more.
No. Mm-mm.
And it's not even like a nose in the air type of situation.
No, yeah, because I think that's what some people think. Like, you think you better than you think because you doing. No,
I just know that that's not for me.
And I don't want to fool around.
I don't want that.
No.
And it's okay. It is completely okay to say, no, I don't want that.
It's not for me.
Because I was about to say, you like pepperoni and I like Supreme. But if you offer me a pepperoni and I know that I got Supreme on the way, why would I just take pepperoni? I don't want that. You feel me?
Period. Keep it.
If you got some pepperoni and I'm a little hungry.
I was like, now you gonna settle for less.
JK. That's only in food references. But in real life, no, we not settling no more. No. We done did that for way too long.
I was reading somebody's post and it was talking about, y'all, I'm always reading just scrolling and reading and moving on. Talking about somebody done cooked for somebody and now she ain't got no man or something. I was like, what are they talking about? But no, I ain't got nothing to cook for you either.
Her, cause I had been saying for years, I don't cook for these niggas.
Cook for a couple.
Then they like to linger.
Uh-huh. No, you can't sit up over here.
Mama's house and eat her food. Cause you can't come over here. Then I started cooking. It wasn't all the time.
Thinking I was gonna do a little something.
Yeah, let me show them a look.
I can cook.
Please.
Save it.
They still ain't here, so what's the point?
I ain't cooking nothing.
You ain't got to do nothing that you don't want to do to try to keep no man. Now, if you my man, you gonna get some good meals.
Possibly.
Not heard that. Don't expect that. But when I feel like cooking or whatever, you gonna eat good.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
I don't cook often enough. Like those type of meals, I meal prep every week. But like the real good meals.
What's the one that was like, okay, this is auntie energy?
Okay. A little meatloaf, mac and cheese, green beans, but the fresh kind. Did a little smashed potatoes. The homemade mashed potatoes. Little roasted carrot. That was fire. That I did my big one with that one. But that was
what?
You know how you have a flashback in the middle of what you
Yes. That's me all the time. When y'all see me zone out, I'm thinking hard or either I done went back to something else.
Nah, I had cooked that for somebody, but it was like a request. But the meal came together and it came together real good.
Meatloaf is a good one to cook.
I killed that. But yeah, I can cook. Real good.
Which I ain't gonna get it. I think mine is either the pot roast.
Your pot roast is so far.
Either pot roast or fried fish. You know I like to fry a little fish.
I love
a little potato, green beans.
I like it. I just fried chicken for the first time last year, guys. So got to work on that. It was good. It was really good. But I just haven't done it often enough to say
I don't
that.
even
Like
eat fried chicken that much anymore to want to cook it. It don't be tasting right.
But I still want to have that in my bag. Like,
so when you scrape it, you get that with your fork, you get that crunch.
But I don't like real thick bread either.
Nah, but you can still get that crunch.
I like it. But I want to master that so that whenever
we're gonna have to write our recipes down for the kids. But anyway.
But yeah, I think also I saw a post the other day, and I think it was Amber Riley, and she had got on there. You don't be knowing nobody.
You gotta send me these people.
She's a singer. She was on Glee, the black girl on Glee. You didn't watch Glee?
No.
I mean, I didn't watch it like that either, but I knew she was on there.
Y'all following is completely opposite.
But she said that somebody had sent her a post, and I didn't get to see the post that she was talking about. But it was a life coach that said that basically if you're like overweight or bigger or whatever, then you need to lose weight in order for people to respect you.
What?
First of all, who made you a life coach?
Period.
Because that is terrible advice. Because if I want to be real, that's Amber Riley. You've seen her before.
Yeah, I have seen her.
Yes. She sings down. But I was like, when I thought back, I was like, nah. Because even at my heaviest, the people that respect me now, been respecting me.
You should respect people, period.
Period. And she was like, no, what she's talking about is attention. You might get more attention by losing weight. And it might seem like more people respect you because you're getting more attention than you may have before. But it's like, nah. Because if you only respect me because of my outward appearance, then, right. Because you can't coach me giving me no advice like that. Soon as you would have said it, I would have fired you right then. You know what? This is going to be our last session. Okay?
Fired.
Because you know that was some foolery coming out your mouth. So what do you feel about respect versus attention?
I don't necessarily need the attention. But you're going to show me respect. Just be respectful. Like, and I don't think that, I think some people get that mixed up though.
A lot of people get that mixed up.
Yeah. Feel like because they're giving you attention, they're respecting you. Nah, it be the way you say certain things. You just showing me attention, but the way you saying it, it's not respectful. So I think people need to figure out the difference in between the two.
And I think a lot of people, that's why like the social media world is the way that it is now. Because I think a lot of people equate respect with validation and numbers and likes and comments and all that, when those are not the same thing.
Because all these celebrities and stuff that y'all be showing attention to, I feel like they don't get not a lick of respect.
Right. Because you can have a ton of followers and all the comments be negative. That don't mean, like, attention does not equate respect at all. How do people really feel about you?
Right. How do they see you?
How do they approach you?
And then when you get so much attention and you get this head about yourself, you don't get that respect. And then you crying about not getting the respect that you feel like you deserve.
And then when you're getting so much attention and you get used to that, then it's like you start to crave it. What do I have to do to keep this? So then you start doing stuff that you wouldn't even normally do to keep the attention. Meanwhile, don't nobody even really respect you. If I want to be 100% real, like once I started losing weight and stuff, I got this influx of attention.
Mm-hmm.
It was like overwhelming. I was like, I had never experienced it before. And I was like, what?
That screen recording I sent y'all the other day. Oh my God.
And it's attention from people that you don't even relax.
Sir, you're 70.
I don't want that at all.
You can't even be a sugar daddy.
Ugh. But no, like I had so much attention from all of these different people. And not even just men. Like, and it wasn't even just like attraction necessarily. It's like people wanted to be cool with me and all of it. That y'all been on me, but
and you don't want to be cool.
Yeah, now you want to be cool. But it's like the people that matter and the people that really respect, that respect has been there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still here to this day.
Facts.
And if anything, all losing weight really did for me was it helped build my confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But it also helped me mentally because I lost the weight myself and I put in the work for it. So then it showed me discipline and it showed me how to stay motivated and how to just really keep going and prioritizing and all that.
That's what I was going to say. People don't be losing weight for attention. People lose weight to get healthy, to not be on medicine.
Not everybody, but
not everybody.
That's what we did.
But
yeah, like, and lose weight because you want to lose weight. Don't lose weight because somebody told you that's what you need to do to get respect from people. That's wild.
Ma'am, get back your coaching certificate.
Her. Because you ain't even got to go to school to be no life coach.
You ain't got to go to school for nothing.
I could decide I want to be a life coach tomorrow and start calling myself one. Give me a couple of clients.
All you got to do is put it in your bio.
Exactly. And that's exactly what she did. And then got on this good internet and started talking crazy. Yeah. Respect and attention are two totally different things.
Period.
Because Amber Riley, she's lost a bunch of weight or whatever. But she was like, no, I've always had the respect that I need from
because if you got a certain demeanor, confidence about yourself, it's gonna demand the respect anyway.
Period.
Like,
and if you don't respect me before, you're not gonna come around now.
Because I lost a couple inches.
Please. Goodbye. Yeah, we're not doing that. And that goes right along with knowing your power. Because if you know your power, then like just who you are demands respect. And if you can't give me that, we're not going to be up in arms about it. We're not going to cuss you out. We're not going to do none of that. We're going to walk away.
Period. When did you realize that you was going to stop accepting less than what you deserve?
When I cut that nigga off. Facts. I told you he was literally the puzzle piece for me.
Facts.
And I didn't realize he was. But once I cut him off, like...
I hope y'all could hear it. It sound dry to the mother.
You heard?
My scalp.
I heard it all the way over here.
Time to take this down. But
right. But no, that's honestly like... And it was like, in that very moment, I realized I wasn't trusting God like I said I did.
Yeah, because I was in the shower one day and I was like, Lord, what am I going to do? Like, what do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? And all I heard was go. Girl, I had to look out the shower. Y'all know the post when it's like when you at home by yourself in the shower and you got to keep looking because you think you done heard something. I was like, nah. I was like, what do you want me to do? And I heard it again. But I was like, but I have a kid. Like, what am I supposed to, like, how am I supposed to do this? I don't want to do this by myself. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to have to make these changes to my life off the back of having a kid. Like, but it's like you can't stay somewhere either. just because of your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's gonna, fall onto them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right.
And when he tells you to do something, he's gonna give you the tools. He's gonna equip you with everything you need to take that step. Because why would he tell you to do something and then just leave you hanging?
Because I was like, ain't no way. And I was like, all right. And I was like, I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit, but in my spirit, I could just feel it, and I was like,
he made you real uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, and every single time, if I get super uncomfortable, I have to make a change. And if I think about something for too long, then I will think about it until it's done. But I ain't had to worry about nothing. My kid is straight. She don't need for nothing anyway. But now I'm just asking him to help me, like, work on the strength of being a mother, like, because that's a different power in itself. So that's something that, I'm working on every day, but I've not had to worry. I feel like my life is, like, elevated, honestly. So I'm like,
because you're doing what he told you to do.
Right. I'm like, all right, cool. So now it's time to take the next step because you're telling me to do something else. Because I was like trying to wait out the next thing. And I'm like, well, I can't wait it out. So it's time to make the next move. So when you hear it, when you get the ability to hear it, that's the crazy part. Because now it's like, and it ain't often, like, people think that you just gonna hear this voice all the time. No, it's not
Sometimes
often.
it's when people say I got a gut feeling. I feel like a lot of times that's God like pushing you.
Oh yeah, because when I get butterflies when it's time to do something, I know, like, that, and that woman's intuition thing.
That intuition is real in the mug, and it's strong.
Mm-hmm.
And if you deny your intuition, like you go against your intuition, you gonna end up in the wrong situation every time. Because you don't have your intuition for no reason. Like, you better listen to it.
Facts.
I done denied it so many times. Yeah. And every time.
And people think it's a game when I be like, certain things that I have dreams about or visions about, it's like, at some point, they have to happen. Because I didn't get them for no reason. So, and I'm glad that now I know that I don't have to settle for nothing.
You don't. And honestly, once I, like, really cut him off, because I done cut him off before.
But not for good.
No. And the first time I cut him off, I thought it was for good. Then, like, a year or two later, he came back around. And I was like, well, we're in different places now. We've grown up some. I'm a different person. He might be a different person. But still didn't work out because it's not supposed to. Like, it wasn't supposed to work out. But this time, I knew it was for good because I didn't have to block him. Typically, I block somebody, like, so that I won't double back or just so that they notifications won't come through and tempt me to double back or something like that. This time, I knew even if he did hit me up, it was a wrap. And he did. And it was a wrap. And I felt so good because it wasn't like I was thinking I tried to hit me up. Yeah. I ain't even do all of that.
You don't gotta do all of that.
I was just like, and I told him, I said, I don't want to do this no more. Wasn't no explanation. None of that. It was, I don't want to do this anymore.
Period.
Because at first, even the wording has changed. Because at first I was going, right, I don't think we should do this anymore. I don't think we should do this anymore, and I don't want to do this anymore. Two totally different things. Because I don't think we should gives you room to explain why we should. Gives you room to debate back and forth with me.
Ain't no debate.
Ain't no debate. We're not doing this.
Period.
And on top of me feeling powerful after that, I got so much peace after that. Because now I'm not worried about what you think about me. I'm not worried about what you're doing, when you're going to hit me up, when I'm going to see you. What does this mean? What are we doing? I'm not worried about none of that.
Well, I had one try to double back, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do it. Because you was a narcissist then, you still one now, but now I understand it. And now you want to explain yourself thinking that it's gonna make me feel some type of way. I don't, because you had plenty of opportunity to say all of this.
Mm-hmm.
It might have meant something then, but it don't now, and that made him very upset. And it's okay.
It's okay.
You have a good life, because it ain't us that's meant to be
At all.
So I was like proud. I was like, man,
yeah,
God.
It feels good.
It like,
feels so good when I seen your boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, I felt so powerful, and it was just it was a quiet power.
You had your walk going in her and say,
baby, listen. I literally all I had to do was stand there.
Period. You had the shoulders back.
I did. I felt all of that, but it wasn't even a cockiness. It was like a, you see me, and I see you seeing me for who I am.
Period.
And you knew who the fuck I was then. And you definitely see it now.
Period.
Because I'm different now than I was then. And back then, I was still her.
When y'all see us walk in somewhere, you know we gonna walk in strong.
But this time, it was like I see you seeing me.
Y'all see it.
But I see you.
Hmm.
Like, I see you. Back then, I didn't. Like, I saw something else. But now I see you for exactly who you are. And I don't want that. Not even a little bit.
Foolish.
Not even a little bit. And I see the thirst.
When you tell her, I thought you was going to be like, the turtleneck?
No, it was just like overt thirst. And I'm just sitting back like, no.
Need a cup of water?
Like, wow.
You need a drink, my boy?
Like, I get it. I know. I know. I know. I get it.
Y'all know.
I get it. I would, if I messed up, if I fumbled that bad, I would probably feel the same. But just being able to be like, no thanks.
Skedaddle.
I'm good. We can literally be in the same vicinity, and I'm good.
You getting to that point, I can walk past you like I don't even know you. Yeah. That's
like
my
it.
jam.
I like it. Because you ain't got to disturb my peace.
Because if we done talked or kicked it or something, I know you see me.
Period. Like, you are not having any effect on me right now. That's power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you not ruffling any of my feathers. I don't feel nothing. You just heard like everybody else.
Telling you, walk straight past you like I don't even know you.
It's a dope feeling to finally get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the point that we've been striving to get to.
I'm proud of us.
I'm very proud of us. We them girls.
Period.
Y'all, it's exciting. I'm sorry. It's very exciting to know who the F you are.
Period.
And stand on it.
You know what else I feel good about?
What?
It ain't got nothing to do with no men or nothing. But I know we just started the Shed and Shred challenge of the no liquor, but I feel great. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I said the other day, I craved a little wine because it was sitting on my dress or whatever, but I ain't even open it. I feel great.
It feels good to know that you live with or without it. But to be clear-minded, your body just feels good.
I feel weightless right now.
Yes.
I'm a little heavy, but
I still feel weightless. Yeah, it's
great.
It's going to be a good year.
2024 is my year.
Yeah. You can say that and mean it when you know who you are, when you know what you're going to put into 2024, when you have certain standards, when you have certain discipline, when you really walking with God, when you are being obedient to God, when you're really trusting Him, you know that it's going to be a good year no matter what comes, because you're going to handle it different than you have before. Like, even, because struggle's going to come. Trials and tribulations is going to come. It's life. Every day's not going to be a good one. Every week, every month. Money might get low. Bills are still going to be there. Life is going to life. But because you have because you've grown in so many different areas and you're living life differently, you're going to handle it different than you would have in previous years. So it's going to be a good year.
Let's get it done.
Period.
Get in that gym.
So, y'all, let us know, one, if you have stepped into your power. If you know your power as a woman or as a man.
As a man.
And if you are still trying to get to that point, what steps are you taking? And what steps do you think you need to take? What do you need to let go of?
Cause man, do y'all have like trouble like cutting women off like we do, cutting y'all off? That's what I want to know.
Brandon is the resident male in the room, so we always got to ask him.
Sometimes.
What's that mean? Just elaborate a little bit.
What do you mean, like trouble cutting them off? Like just like letting go?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for the same reasons, you know. Soul ties.
Them soul ties is real.
Yeah.
My mama did a soul tie, like a ceremony to get rid of them, and she like wrote down all their names. She said, I literally went down and wrote every man that I have like been intimate with or had that connection with. She said I wrote them all down and folded up or whatever, and she like prayed over all of it or whatever and burned the paper. She said it was the most spiritual experience she had ever experienced.
Do it again.
I said, "Oh, I think I want to do that." And she said she literally felt the connection leave her. I said, "Oh, it sounds like something I want to something I want to do."
Sure.
Because even though I don't feel connected, or don't have like an intimate connection to these people no more. You know how still like even if you scroll and you might see them, there's something that happens. I don't know what that is. Not that I want to be back with them or want to hit them up or anything, but
it's like,
yeah, like. So I think that's definitely a soul tie. I believe in soul ties for sure.
Heck yeah,
things is
strong.
Not for. I mean, all of them ain't the same level of strength, but they there. So yeah, y'all, let's talk about it,
and talk to us, y'all.
Please.
Y'all be commenting sometime, but let's
really and y'all be texting us to talk about it. Y'all be coming in the shop to talk about it. Y'all be stopping us in the gym to talk about it. But we want to talk about it in the comments too, because we want to create a community where we can all feel comfortable talking about.
We want y'all to feel safe and speak the truth.
Yeah. Now, y'all want to come on the podcast and talk about it, but let's start in the comments so that we can get a conversation going.
And we still want to do the Q&A. So we want y'all to send questions. We want y'all to get to know us. We want to let y'all get to know us a little bit.
Yeah, we try a whole bunch of that.
So we want y'all to ask your questions. Y'all can ask whatever you want.
And we're going to go live and do it. So it's going to be fun and interactive.
We want to communicate with you guys.
Y'all be asking us questions any other time.
Right. Y'all be in our business.
Right. So inbox us, email us, DM us your questions. And then once we on live, y'all can still ask questions. We need some questions to start out with.
When we going to go live? We're going to pick a date. We're going to come up with a date.
We're going to post it and we're going to let y'all know exactly when we're going live.
Live Q&A.
Yep.
So get ready.
It's going to be lit. Okay. Y'all follow us on TikTok and IG, We Them Girls Pod. And subscribe to our channel on YouTube at We Them Girls Podcast. And if y'all have a small business or a big business, y'all have products that y'all want to promote on the podcast. Y'all have a business y'all want to promote on the podcast. Y'all have a platform that y'all want to promote on the podcast. email us at wethemgirls.pod@gmail.com because
y'all.
we want to grow together. Ain't that right? So we'll be back next week. Audio on Wednesday, visual on Thursday. And we love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network. Confirmed.